Sawusch. Welcome to Hooked in 15 Seconds, how short-form content changes and rethinks music careers. Short-form platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts are transforming the music industry. Short-form as the new radio. The algorithm equals the new prime time. Radio once relied on program, directors, and power rotation to push hits. Short-form platforms replace that with personalized algorithmic feeds, the For You page. A song becomes a hit not because one executive chose it, but because millions of users and the algorithm collectively decide that it's the perfect 15-second soundtrack for dances, memes, or emotional trends. Discovery is participatory, not passive. Radio equals passive listening. Wait for the DJ or Shazam to identify a track. Short form is interactive discovery. You tap to see the artist or song directly, watch thousands of other videos using the same sound, and you can save directly to Spotify or Apple Music. Joining in the trend yourself by making a video amplifying that sound's reach. This participatory loop creates viral moments that are more culturally potent than radio popularity ever was. The data. TikTok trends is the new charts. 84% of songs entering the Billboard Top Global 200 in 2024 first went viral on TikTok, according to Laminate's report. A&R has shifted. They now scroll TikTok instead of going out to the nightclubs. Viral clips launch careers. Tyla's Water, Lola Young's Messy, and Nathan Evans' Wellerman. Short form can even revive decades-old songs, like Kate Bush's Running Up That Hill from 1985, hit the global top 10 after Stranger Things clips went viral on TikTok. And Fleetwood Mac Dreams, 1977, re-entered Billboard after a viral skateboarding video. The song economy versus the artist economy. Radio built album loyalty and artist branding. Short form helps build clip virality. Gen Z may even know every word of a 15-second snippet, but not the artist or full track. The sound itself becomes the star, detached from its creator. The big picture. Radio stations were once the gatekeepers. Now algorithms and collective user creativity hold that power. For Gen Z, short-form video isn't just entertainment. It's the primary engine of music discovery and cultural connection today. For artists whom I've had a personal discovery of because of short-form platforms like TikTok, artists like Rory, whose first song I found of hers that hit home on a deeper level and returned to listen to is Psychological War, which I found first on September 5th, 2022 on TikTok, and Livingston's Half-Life, which was the first song added of his, but it wasn't until his release of Look Mama, I Can Fly, January 2nd and October 4th, each respectively, during 2024, which led me to see him go perform live at Ace of Spades in Sacramento, December 1st, 2024. Now let's break down how this shift impacts artists, fans, and even blockbuster productions. How people produce music today. The bedroom producer. These tools have completely changed who gets to make and release music. GarageBand, FL Studio, and BandLab. GarageBand, it comes on every Apple product. Simple for beginners, but powerful enough, even Rihanna's Umbrella was used a stock drum loop from it. FL Studio, it's a pro favorite amongst the hip-hop and EDM scene, known for its quick beat making and simple processes. BandLab is Gen Z's go-to. It's free, cloud-based, and built for collaboration across the world. Together, they created the rise of the bedroom producer. You don't need $1 million studio, just a phone and an idea. So here's the loop. Make a 15-second clip in your bedroom, upload it to TikTok or Instagram Reels. If it catches on, millions will use it in their own videos. Labels will call after the song is already viral. That's how song artists like David and his song Romantic Homicide and Steve Lacy, Bad Habits, broke through. These tools democratized production, and short-form platforms turned discovery into a real-time public experiment. The new radio for Gen Z. The new DIY ecosystem from loop to viral hit. Now let's talk about how those DIY tools and short-form platforms have created a new ecosystem for music. It's not just about the software. It's about the culture that's formed around it. And this culture runs on 3 pillars: open source creativity, direct audience testing, and niche-driven aesthetics. The culture, sharing and collaboration. Platforms like BandLab and Splice have massive beat libraries where producers upload their loops and beats to. A kid in Ohio can build a track around a beat made by someone in Brazil without even meeting. Short-form platforms like TikTok take this further. Features like duet and stitching turn fans into collaborators. An artist can post up an open verse challenge, and suddenly thousands of people are remixing it, adding their own vocals. Creativity isn't locked in a studio anymore. It's outsourced to the entire community. The real-time testing. Instead of spending huge budgets on albums and hoping that they land, artists now use TikTok as a free real-time focus group. Take Livingston. He uses raw, unfinished snippets from his bedroom. Fans react to the choruses and verses before the song's even finished, making them part of the process, and that bond is powerful. Or Baby No Money, who recently announced he's done with making music, but his tracks are simple, playful, and meme-ready. La 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 was a big hit, and it was designed to be funny and easy to use in videos. It shows that you don't need a massive budget if you understand the language of the platform. The result, niche aesthetics win. This model lets artists who never may have been signed by old school labels find massive audiences. Barely Human thrives with a chaotic DIY scene core aesthetic. It's not mainstream, but in TikTok's underground communities, it's huge. And I mean huge. I'm a part of it. The rawness is the feature, not the flaw. TX2 does the same with emotional honesty. His pop-punk themes feel immediate because they're unfiltered. He could write a song about frustration and produce it in his own space and upload it that same day, instantly connecting with fans who feel the same way. The wrap-up. So here's the loop. DIY tools like BandLab make creation accessible. Collaboration and sampling culture spreads ideas globally. Artists like Livingston and Baby No Money test sounds in real time, and niche acts like Barely Human and TX2 prove that raw DIY aesthetics resonate deeply with modern fans. This is how a bedroom idea becomes a viral hit, and why short-form platforms have become the new launchpad for music careers. Production is democratized, but the industry itself has accelerated even faster. How the industry has grown. The viral revolution. How short-form content rebuilt the music industry. Platforms like TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels have dethroned traditional gatekeepers like radio programmers and label execs. The new power broker is the algorithm, and the new currency is the 15-second viral clip. The streaming feedback loop. Old model, radio play equals record sales. New model, TikTok virality equals streaming spikes. Playlist curation is data-driven. Spotify and Apple Music track TikTok trends, measuring how many videos use a sound. Virality dictates playlists. Songs blowing up on TikTok often land on viral hits or hot hits. Seamless bridge. TikTok's Add to Music app button lets users save sounds directly to their Spotify or Apple Music. The key stat, a vast majority of songs entering Billboard's Global 200 now start with TikTok virality. The new A&R pipeline. The old model, scouts used to go to live shows, demos, and instincts. Now, they scroll through TikTok feeds. Proof of the concept. Artists prove marketability before labels sign them. Hundreds of thousands of videos equals guaranteed engagement. Democratization. Bedroom producers can launch now globally. Pressure. Labels now want TikTok-ready tracks built around a punchy 15-second hook that can be clipped and shared. Artist case studies. Rory, with her emotional resilience. Authentic confessional songwriting about trauma and resilience found niche communities and scaled. Baby No Money and his comedic hooks, playful meme-ready tracks like La 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 show humor is a powerful growth strategy. And Barely Human. Stylized underground vibe, hyper-pop and scene-core aesthetic that thrives in TikTok's subculture. Raw, chaotic energy feels authentic to fans. The industry hasn't just survived the short form revolution, it rebuilt itself. Now its success depends on speed, virality, authenticity, and a great 15-second hook. It's now the golden standard. And now AI is adding another layer to this acceleration. AI's impact on music. Artificial intelligence is no longer a futuristic idea. It's already reshaping many industries, including the music industry. AI is now a co-pilot in the studio, a marketer on streaming platforms, and even a creator in its own right. But with this power comes controversy. Is AI democratizing creativity or diluting artistry? AI in production. Mastering. For services like Landar, they use AI to automatically polish tracks with compression, EQ, and limiting. This lets bedroom producers bypass expensive engineers. Lyrics and composition. Tools like Suno and Udio can generate full songs, lyrics, melody, instrumentals, vocals from a simple text prompt. No non-musicians can instantly become composers. Voice cloning. AI can even mimic or transform voices, offering producers endless vocal diversity. But it raises ethical concerns and about unauthorized use and ownership. So AI isn't just helping make music. It's also changing how music is marketed and consumed. AI within marketing. Hyper-personalized playlists. Streaming algorithms analyze skips, likes, and even the time of day to predict what listeners want before they even know it. Targeted promotion. AI scales fan conversations and demographics to optimize social campaigns, ads, and even tour routing. This combination of AI in creation and marketing is already disrupting the charts. Growth and chart disruption. 50,000 AI songs uploaded daily, according to Deezer and The Hollywood Reporter. Streaming platforms get flooded with machine-made content. 97% of listeners couldn't tell an AI song versus a human track, according to Deezer and IPOS. AI has become sonically invisible. AI artists are already topping the charts, according to DW and Billboard themselves. Acts like Breaking Rust prove machine-generated music can succeed purely on algorithmic merit. But this explosion raises a deeper debate. Is AI empowering artists or replacing them? The core debate, democratization versus dilution. The good, accessibility, lower cost and skill barriers. Creative spark, acts as a muse and helps break writer's block. Efficiency, automates the technical tasks, freeing artists to focus on the emotion and storytelling. The bad, diluting artistry. Critics say AI lacks the soul and the lived experiences of human music. Fraud and financial threat. Mass uploads dilute royalty pools, hurting working musicians. And copyright chaos. Who owns AI-generated songs? 80% of listeners say AI tracks should be clearly labeled. AI is an unstoppable force. The challenge now is building ethical and legal guardrails so it remains a tool for human creativity and not a replacement of human artists. The industry music will decide. Will AI be a partner in artistry or a competitor? Either way, the future of music will be shaped by algorithms and as much as by emotion. While AI changes production, short-form content continues to dominate discovery. How short-form content has grown. The data-driven discovery engine. Short-form content isn't just viral entertainment. It's data-driven discovery engine. Every clip watched, reused, shared generates measurable signals that the music industry now uses to make million-dollar decisions. For the first time, there's a direct traceable link between a 15-second video on your phone and a song streamed globally. Virality equals streams. Billboard's mandate from Laminate, the data provider for the Billboard charts, confirms TikTok's engagement is now a primary driver of chart success. In fact, 84% of the songs entering the top 200 first gained momentum on TikTok. Streaming spikes. Artists with strong TikTok traction see an 11% week-over-week growth in streams compared to just 3% for others. The seamless bridge. TikTok's Add to Music app button has generated over 1 billion track saves, turning viral sounds into guaranteed streams. But it's not just about the numbers. It's about how the algorithm spreads those sounds. Algorithmic surfacing and sound reuse. TikTok prioritizes content and not creators. The For You page pushes clips to millions of non-followers, barely based solely on engagement. That means an unknown artist's 15-second hook can instantly reach a global audience. Sound reuse. A catchy hook doesn't just get watched, it gets reused thousands of times. Fan-made dances, skits, and memes multiply its reach. Example, the Has Been Hotel soundtrack became a viral staple, amplified by countless fan remixes and spin-off songs. This shows how audio properties themselves become sticky cultural assets. This isn't just about reach, it's about building loyalty. TX2 and the high-energy niche. TX2's strategy is building vulnerable, high-energy clips rooted in pop-punk and emo rap. Fans connect not just with the music, but to the story and emotional honesty delivered in bite-sized doses. This creates community loyalty. Fans feel a part of the artist's journey and not just passive listeners. And as one sound goes viral, it doesn't stay confined to one platform. Cross-platform amplification. Viral TikTok clips are stripped of watermarks and repurposed across Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. This ensures one viral moment reaches multiple demographics, multiplying exposure. A single clip can become a three-pronged streaming engine, maximizing the chart potential. The convergence of algorithmic efficiency, fan participation, and measurable commercial impact confirms that short-form content is the single most powerful driver of the music industry today. It's not just changing how hits are made, it's redefining the very pipeline of the industry. And next, we're looking at artists who've ridden this wave all the way to mainstream success. The artists that have been helped. This ultimate proof that short-form video is the new radio is the caliber of global superstars it has minted. These platforms don't just generate fleeting trends, they forge lasting multi-platinum careers. The artists who've mastered the early days of this ecosystem are now some of the biggest names in the industry. Lil Nas X, from meme to chart phenomenon. Old Town Road began as a TikTok meme tagged with the Yeehaw hashtag challenge. What started as a joke became a Billboard record breaker, proving that they launch world-class artistry. Doja Cat's dance challenge. Say So exploded when a fan created her own dance to the song, and Doja Cat embraced it and used it in her music video for the song. Olivia Rodrigo's emotional authenticity on Driver's License spread like wildfire because of the vulnerability and soap opera-like speculation. TikTok users use the sound to share their own heartbreak stories, driving the track to record-breaking streams. But short-form doesn't just create megastars, it also builds careers for the niche and emerging artists, the next generation, authenticity and aesthetics as career builders. Rory and Livingston are my own personal discovery. Both bypass traditional radio by posting raw snippets directly to fans. Rory's confessional alt-pop and rock built a loyal community, while Livingston used unfinished demos as a market research in real time. Baby No Money used humor as his strategy, and Barely Human and TX2 used niche power and raw emotion as theirs. The Has Been Hotel soundtrack is a character in its own right. These artists confirm that the power of music is now in the hands of the audience. A strong idea, a catchy hook, and a deep sense of authenticity are the only credentials needed to launch a career. Short-form doesn't just elevate artists, it amplifies blockbusters too, proving that the next superstar could come from a 15-second clip. This case study is shown in K-pop Demon Hunters, the blockbuster effect, when entertainment and music rise together. One of the clearest demonstrations of short-form is multi-platinum. K-pop Demon Hunters held on for 8 consecutive weeks, a historic run for a soundtrack hit. Multiple OST tracks, including Your Idol and Soda Pop, simultaneously also entered the Billboard Hot 100 in the top 10, including the smash hit Golden, hit over 400 million Netflix views, which is crazy considering it literally released this summer. But the real magic isn't just in the charts, it's how they amplify through short-form content. They tied them to characters, costumes, and even the cuisine. Even as cosplay videos swept through Halloween, even TikTok clips boosted interest in the Korean instant noodles, showing how music can spill into lifestyle trends. The risk. So with that, you have it. This has been Hooked in 15 seconds. How short form content can reshape music careers. I'm your host, Tim Sawusch.